Hey everyone, Tony George, DocSports.com. A Monday update, free college basketball pick, and an NFL recap. Wow. Wow. I've been watching football games for 30 years. Sports bars, sports books, at home, live. Hundreds of thousands of games. I've never, and every year I think, okay, I've seen it all. Wow. Unbelievable. Two actually unbelievable games yesterday. As early on, Tom Brady proved that we went 3-0 yesterday. We went 0-2 on Saturday. We lost our game of the year on the Titans, who never got off the bus. Tannehill threw a pick to open the game, and he threw a pick on his last play to end the game, and he ended their chances by turning the ball over. You cannot turn the ball over in playoff football and expect to cover a spread or win a game. That is the bottom line. And but nonetheless, two really good games. All underdogs going into the Kansas City game. Had one outright and won the game by 3 points. And going into overtime, or going into 13 seconds left, the underdog was winning outright in Kansas City. The spread was 3. Unreal. Unreal. We took the over in that game. We took the Rams yesterday, and we teased Buffalo and the Rams as well. But that Kansas City game was one for the record books. Obviously, I put it up on Twitter yesterday, at TGeorgeSports, by the way, that I was leaning Kansas City there and put up some rally picks and stuff and had some fun with it as a fan. And what a call 911 heart attack. I'm seeing a lot today about how unfair the overtime rules are. The biggest play in the game was a coin flip. Well, guess what? Buffalo Bills defense, which was ranked number 1 in the NFL, that they talked about all week long, with that defense and Josh Allen, Kansas City had no chance. They're not going to go to the AFC Championship and post it in Kansas City 4 years in a row. Well, guess what happened? A little thing called Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek the Cheetah Hill, along with Hardeman and a host of others. McKinnon had a great game. The best football game I've ever seen. And I would have said that if Buffalo would have won it. It's the best football game I've ever seen. Your number 1 defense lost you that game. Nothing else. You had 13 seconds to stop Kansas City from getting 3 points. 13 seconds. Number 1 defense in the NFL. That's what lost the game. And then in overtime, Leslie Frazier's number 1 defense. If you're not doubling Tyreek Hill, you're out of your friggin' mind. Kansas City opened up as a 7-point favorite against Cincinnati. Seems a little steep, at least initial reaction. And the Rams opened up at 3.5. I think that hook might be important if you like San Francisco, and that might not be around all week. 46 points, I think, in the Rams game, and 53.5, just like what the Bills and Chiefs were yesterday for the totals in that Cincinnati-Kansas City game. So AFC and NFC championships. What a weekend. The Rams game, unbelievable. I thought the Rams were the better team, just like I thought Georgia was the better team in the national title game. However, we had Nick Saban coaching. We had Tom Brady playing for a team that wasn't as good, especially with 2 offensive linemen out and your 2 best wide receivers out. And it came back to haunt you. That's how the Kansas City lost the Super Bowl last year. The entire offensive line was out. When you have your 2 best linemen out in a big game, it is a big deal, especially when you're missing both your top wide receivers. Made a difference. Rams are a real deal. But that being said, and then on Saturday, I don't know what the Titans were doing, honestly. And Aaron Rodgers, what was the meme that I saw online with a picture of Aaron Rodgers on the ground, the ball rolling around, and 4 San Francisco 49ers laying on top of him? Maybe you should have chose Allstate instead of State Farm Insurance to avoid mayhem like that. Wow. Nonetheless, little quick recap there. Just saw an unbelievable weekend of football. Best teams won. The best teams won. And you may have seen the Super Bowl yesterday. That may be the two best teams in football, Buffalo and Kansas City. And the best team won. Last guy with the ball wins. Kind of what I said in my write-up about the total. This is going to be a shootout. What'd you expect? A 17-10 ball game? So, that being said, onward and upward. We're putting no picks out on the website today. I'm taking a step back. Kind of a hit and miss weekend. Go get skunked on Saturday and then win 3 of them on Sunday and get all the units back, and just stressful for me. It's always stressful for me when I have an 8-unit game of the year pick out, because I know what it means to everybody else. And I don't put them out lightly, and I thought Tennessee might be the team to beat this year in the AFC, and I was dead wrong. I don't know what happened there. I'm still trying to figure out, other than turnovers. And Cincinnati's a good football team. You know, it's going to be a hell of a game between Cincinnati and Kansas City. So, we're going to give you a free pick today. Towson, Delaware. That's right. Colonial Conference action. Over 140. I'm 141-ish. Over. Now, I don't know why Towson. It's interesting in this game. Delaware's laying 1.5 at home. If you like them, I'd only play the money line. Because Towson is 55 spots higher in my power ratings. They are, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget. I looked at KenPom. No, they're 60 spots higher on my power rating and 56 spots higher than Delaware on KenPom in power rating. And yet they're getting 1.5. That being said, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Towson puts up 71 a game. Delaware has put up 80 or more in 4 of their last 5 games, and they are going to give up 70-some tonight. I'd go over small conference action. Gave you kind of a lean on the side there. I think Towson on the road. By the way, Towson 9-1-1 on the road against the spread. Delaware, their last 6 home games, 1 of 5 against the spread, although they won. But now you got damn near a pick 'em ball game. Towson's a cover machine in that conference, 13-4-1 on the year. I'd lean there, but I definitely think you're going to see this one go over the total of 140-ish tonight. Towson taking on Delaware. The Blue Hens taking on the Tigers. Take the over. Have a great day. Back at you on Tuesday. Full slate. Taking a step back today. Readjusting a bunch of stuff in college basketball. Had a 2-3 weekend. Not happy with that in college hoops. So making some changes. Getting some things done. Getting it right. Ready to roll. NBA, NHL, everything back on deck tomorrow. Let's get ready for the AFC and NFC championships too. We'll talk about them this week.